everybody. Welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, and today we are here with that XR8 guy because this Ute, you guys should know it by now, it's famous on Instagram. This is just an absolute weapon, and you see the plates on this thing, Weapon 290, because, mate, that is what it is. And supercharged, we're talking 600 horsepower to the wheels, 6-speed manual, the boss quad cam V8 this thing. Man, it's impressive. Now guys, this has got the Eaton M21 blower on it, and look, Max, the owner, the legend, through COVID, just, you know, had time on his hands and has done this like all himself, strapped it to this Boss 290, and again, 600 wheel horsepower, like 770 something Newton meters. It's this thing is healthy. We're running E85, it's got a built diff, built tail shaft, again, the 6-speed manual, TR6060. Oh man, this is, I like these Utes. And guys, you just gotta love the look of this Ute. Again, you know, just the orange paintwork. You know, you just don't see many of these FG Utes, XR8s especially. And this has got the 18-inch Cosman racing wheels. You know, like, they're just a pretty good looking wheel. Even on the inside, you know, he's got this custom steering wheel, shifter boot, you know, the handbrake boot, even this over the console here. It's it just looks really good. It's tastefully done, and it's not over the top. It's just really nice. And this thing, again, just the noise of it, just, you know, rolling into third. Man, it is wild, this thing. E85. Oh, what a beast. Just nice to downshift. The clutch in this is obviously an upgraded heavy-duty clutch, and it is pretty firm. You have to get used to it, but man, it seems to handle this power well. And yeah, the TR6060, great box. And this, again, I gotta mention it because just driving this Ute, it drives so well. Owner Max has really done like just a phenomenal job. And you guys, if you haven't followed him on Instagram, a link will be in the description. Make sure you follow him because this is a pretty epic build, and this is over 243,000 Ks. Like, what? And it's making this power looks as good as it does. That's crazy. Really is credit to the owner. Yeah, because look guys, originally, you know, this Boss 290, they made 290 kilowatts at the crank from factory. And, you know, this particular one, again, now making 448 kilowatts to the wheels. Now, it is a massive jump. And, you know, I used to own a XR8. I had the BA with the Boss 260, and man, I love that Ute. And this really, it's like the holy grail because you got the manual, all the nice mods on this, just the condition is just perfect. And that Supercharger, you know, it is not a cheap build, guys, to get the Supercharger kit, fit it, tune it, you know, do the supporting mods. That is why there really is just so few of these, and most guys, including myself, go with the Barra because it's cheap power. But man, this is just different. It really is different. And you know, the fact this thing is pushing what it is, you know, close to 450 kilowatt, man, this is like perfect street car. I really feel that. It's so good. Now guys, do me a solid, hit that big red subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video, and you know, look, it really does help for me to find new cars, get into these things, show them off, and yeah, bring them for you guys on YouTube. So do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. Oh baby, it's like That is, I tell you what, guys, this has got to be probably the best Ute I've taken out in a long time, because the power that is in this, it's just, there's so much of it. Like, you can't really get to the top of this thing. Like, at least on a public road you can't, because it is just wild, and it seems to hook up pretty well. Like, the gears are long. Man, it's responsive. You know, the Supercharger whine. Man, that is a rush. That is a rush. And yeah, the owner, I think, does take this on the track quite a bit. And obviously, man, driving this, I can tell why, because, geez, this thing, it's dialed in. Rolling onto it down here is just... And it is a good thing he has upgraded the brakes, because you need it, man. And, you know, I think these are XYZ brake upgrade, 6-pot up front. And, oh, man, that just threw me back. Like, what a rush. And it's so instant. It hooks up, and just rowing gears in a V8 charge like this, it's just something else, guys. And you don't get to experience this all that often, because, again, so many people just, it's an expensive build, and it's a hard, challenging build to do. So, yeah, this is special, guys. This, whoo, what a rig. And again, when you look under the bonnet, you forget how big these Boss quad cam V8s really were, because they were absolutely ginormous. And, you know, there aren't many XR8s with the Boss motor, in the FG at least, because the FG, they only had a couple of short years of production before this motor was deemed too inefficient. So they got rid of it. They only really kept it around for the GS FPV, and then they came out with the Miami, which that is a fantastic motor as well. But yeah, again, you know, the potential is here with these Boss motors. If you got the money to do it, and you strap a turbo, a big supercharger on here, mate, they seem to go really well. If every Ford V8 was like this, they would never have got that bad reputation of being a slug, because this thing is not a slug at all. And I know the Boss motors, they got that reputation because stock they were kind of slow, but yeah, once you put some boost in them, Jesus, they absolutely fly. And again, you know, these things weigh, you know, 1.7, 1.8 ton. And, you know, the fact that you got that Ute tray in the back, it's just such a cool look. And, you know, ever since I moved here to Australia, I love the Utes, just because you don't see anything like it. You know, America, you had the El Caminos ages ago, but nothing modernized like this. And, yeah, it's just a tough, cool look. It really is. And, man, this one with the boost, wow, it's, yeah, amazing. Now, guys, 0 to 100 was done in 5.2 seconds, and for a manual on a back road, far out. That's impressive power. Yeah, this thing at a drag strip, right tires, man, you'd be touching fours, man. This is, it's quick. Yeah, it is quite funny, guys, as well. I'll mention this, you know, me and Max, we've been talking since, like, early days of the channel. You know, it's been almost 3 years in the making this video. It's finally happened, and I gotta say, I am not disappointed at all. Now, guys, I'm gonna finish the video off here today. So look, a huge thanks to the owner, that XR8 guy. Again, go follow him down below, links in the description. And yeah, this FG XR8, it's gotta be one of the best in Australia. Like, I can't think of a better one. It drives amazing. The fact it's got 240 plus thousand Ks, makes 600 wheel horsepower, 6-speed manual, drives as good as it does. It is just such a huge credit to these cars. And man, if you got the money, I recommend you do this because you won't regret it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And we will see you on that next video.